Disclaimer. Every boy that you find on dating app.
Does not want to marry you.
So do we stop believing in online love?
I don't think so. Let's take the riddle.
I mean, that's one thing we are yet to find out ourselves. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Today we have Pratika, who's recently had a very severe heartbreak. And the relationship was very serious, almost ready to tie the knots and like a commitment for lifetime. And that's what she would call it, but the internet had another name for it, and it was mostly called as a situationship. So Pratika, tell us everything. We are going to be very nosy and in your business because why not? How was the situationship like?
Sadly, my road of finding love ended on a dead end because I clearly swiped wrong.
I mean, in defense of the boy, at age of 22, how do you even commit or know what you want or where you are headed at? So, I mean, I do have some defense for the boy, but I mean, what made you go and, feel like, oh, nahi, ye to alag hai, I am the one and isko main fix karungi. Like, what made you feel, you can do it?
मैं इसको fix करूँगी. Dude, when it comes to fixing, he was a seasoned cheater.
But honestly, what was with the savior complex? What made you think? What were the things that you... Because I've been there from the very start of the story, and that guy was like a walking red flag. Straight up walking dead red flag. But still for some reason she was like, नहीं, रीना, ये अलग है. इसमें कुछ तो है. तो क्यों Pratika? Why?
Simply, dude, because we had been talking since quite some time, and then he was witty, he used to crack jokes, he was intellectual, he kind of ticked all my boxes. So I thought, wow, how come I got everything all together? I was in a delusion, but yes, that's how it happened.
I mean, honestly, all the player communities say, hey, because honestly, everything that he did was just red flag. But we should honestly name him the red flag for today's episode. But how was it while you were with him in a relationship?
You can't even call it like a relationship because yes, it was a fling, and now when I look back at it, I feel a fling better than a ring. But yeah, he said things like, you are different.
Oh shit.
You are not like my side chicks.
You are the main chick.
You are the most beautiful girl. You are so nice. You deserve someone better.
It's not you,
I was
it's me.
Hi. Yeah, I definitely deserve someone better now when I look at it.
So yeah, you definitely... And फिर भी लगा कि नहीं, full Bob the Builder करके दिखाएंगे. Full savior complex, because I remember having conversations and trying to indicate some sense into this, but there was just no room for sense. Sense had left the chat. It was
they say, dude, love is blind. प्यार अंधा होता है, गूंगा बहरा सब होता है. Your only mind is talking to other 9.
Based on true story. Oh shit. But what made you get on dating apps in the first place? What was it? Did you really think you're gonna find love?
I did not go looking for love. It just happened. I was bored and I had time. So
This was during lockdown.
This was during lockdown because all of us were vellas and nallas and we didn't have a lot to do. So dating apps were the only resort. So when I installed this specific dating app, I used to swipe right every day. It had become a routine for me, like you eat. And I didn't find anybody interesting for a long time. And then, like they say, the player community is so charming. that right from their pictures to the way they talk, everything will swoon you. You will feel like, oh my god, my prince is coming on a
You.
white horse. And that was literally me. I was like, oh my god, how did I get so lucky?
Yeah, but then how was your first date like? We want to know about your first date because this was like her real first date. I mean, not just online first date. I think she's never dated anybody before. And how was your first date experience like?
You can't even call it a date. It was more of a drive where we went around or driving around the city. And yeah, I mean, we spoke about life, we spoke about family, we spoke about careers, and we spoke about everything. And this was my delusion that when somebody opens up to you, because that's what Instagram tells you, that's what Google tells you, when somebody shares with you those tiny pieces of their heart, somewhere they do have a soft corner and they might be the one. But yeah, I mean, ये तो गलत फहमी थी मेरी, मैं तो स्कैम हो गई, like royally scam हो गई.
No, but like how long was this scam running? Like how long did it take you to finally call it off?
Because the red flags were straight in my face, but somehow I chose to not see them. Like every time somebody told me that this is not real and that dating apps are meant for the purpose of talking to multiple people, I did not get it straight in my head. I started planning my future. I started naming our kids and I planned everything in the best possible way. So yeah, I mean that's where I feel vulnerable people get carried away.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I mean, it's not true that, it's just the player community on the internet and, on the dating apps. I think you do know of some people who have actually got married via dating apps.
Of course. I mean, dating apps work both the ways. Like, I know of so many people who legit met on a dating app and now have kids and take international vacations and their life looks very fancy and very happy. So yeah, I mean, it does work at times, but depends. Okay, so my love story is out in the public. It's like an open book.
Situationship बोलते हैं दीदी उसको, situationship.
हाँ, जो भी है यार, situationship, love story, blah blah blah. जो भी in between. But yeah,
the lines.
now globally everybody knows about what's happened to my very fragile heart. Okay.
But I also want to know, would you be sending this podcast to the guy? For him to listen and know.
मैं किसी को भेजूंगी नहीं. I mean, समझदारों को इशारा ही काफी है.
So direct
whoever
story.
it is indicated to will understand.
Okay.
Okay. Now tell me about you. How has your road been? Has it been bumpy? Has it been smooth? Has it been what? How has the graph been?
I mean, honestly, the graph was such that I really had to work on my basics. Like, I did not know something called, when on dating apps, there's something called as a distance meter. I really did not know. Yeah.
How come? Which dating app was I using? I never came across this filter.
What I use, dude, there's always a distance meter, guys. There's always one, and now that's the thing,
Now I'm feeling bad. I could have swiped on somebody who stays
close
around.
by, yeah,
And
exactly.
not miles apart.
So, okay, I have to tell you this thing. So, I was in college and early in the morning, I'm like sitting by myself. I'm on this app, like doing my own thing. I'm doing my own thing or whatever. And I had this one friend come up to me. So, by the way, if you didn't know, I am a law student, a law graduate. And at that time, thanks. So, I remember being in college, I'm sitting by myself, like doing this thing. And I had this new friend, okay, like I just met her, like probably 2 days back. And she directly, thought it was okay to peep into my phone, and I'm like, okay, that's why I have the privacy guard now on my phone. People have found it okay to just walk by and peep into my phone. So she just comes by and she's like, hey, Arey, what are you doing? What is the distance meter? And I said, what do you mean? I don't know about this distance meter. She's like, dude, come on, so my college was in Fort, right? So she's like, let me show you. And she showed me what the distance meter is. And I'm like, wow, how did you know? What is it? How are you a pro at this? And she's like, no, bro, I've used this to get internships.
What? Yeah, dude, this is hilarious. How can you, LinkedIn समझ के रखा है क्या?
She actually told me that, bro, just keep it 3-4 kilometers and you'll find all the lawyers in the town and you can get
this
internships.
This is something different, guys. If LinkedIn doesn't work, switch to your dating app.
And I'm like, this is a joke. Like, this cannot be true. I mean, how? I was processing this, like, okay, this has to be a joke. And while I was there, and she did reduce the distance meter to, like, I think 4-5 kilometers. And I did come across some lawyers or like something on those. And the first thing, every time I would tell them, no, I'm a law graduate, I'm a law student, they would straight up tell me, please don't ask for internships. I'm not in the committee. I'm not in the management. And I'm like, what makes you think I'm here for a job, bro? Like, hello? But that's actually true, bro. And I mean, now I get it. That girl has scarred them for life. And fun fact, she did get internships. She did get internships.
All the universities need to shut because now we are getting placements and internships.
On dating apps.
At the tip of your fingers.
So yeah, guys, you gotta be creative on that one. No, so like my journey when it comes to like dating apps, I mean, this was the highlight for me, honestly, finding internships. But more or less, I think it's been fun. I mean, I've had my fair share of moment with the dating app. It's cool. It's like meh. I mean, honestly, the first thing that would come to my mind is, okay, like, what if it's like a kidnapper? Every time I thought of going on a date,
This is scary.
I've just thought, like, I just want to come back from the date with all of my organs in check. But my bar was very
But
low.
yeah, it comes with a lot of risk and threat. Like, of course, what if like somebody takes you somewhere and then there is absolutely no traces of your blood and flesh? Like,
oh my god,
how does that sound?
Ted Bundy in action. But yeah, truly, like, when it comes to safety measures, especially for girls, you gotta be careful. You gotta keep in mind. And
You got to keep 5 to 10 people on your speed dial.
Again, Pratika has a very social life, so she can afford having 5 to 6 people on her speed dial. I can only think of 2. One of them is my brother. So, like, really very low on people scale.
That's true.
But yeah, with that being said, I want to know your take on forget and forgive. Like, since you've had the situationship thingy going, what was it like with the whole forget and forgive? How much do you believe in it?
I do forgive people. I mean, I don't like sleeping or living with grudges in general, but yeah, I mean, I don't forget. I will remember कि तूने मुझे क्या बोला, तूने मुझे क्या किया. It will stay with me. I will live with it.
Wow. For me, it's more or less like I don't have a savior complex, really. To me, it's like if you really want to fix you or, you want to do better in life, it's a choice you have to make. I can't be doing that for you. I'm no Bob the Builder trying to fix or build anything that you don't want to fix yourself. And I think it's just facts, bro, कि नहीं, अगर तुमको कुछ खुद को नहीं बदलना तो मैं कैसा मैं करूँ? Like, I'm no genie. So, like, that needs to be there.
Absolutely. I mean, I agree with you, but I also feel that what is this entire new wave of people being broken and messed up? Like, every boy I have met is never emotionally stable. I want to know why. I mean,
Who broke you guys? Who broke you?
Yeah, who broke you? I want to know. I mean, is a real gentleman really a rare breed? Like, what is it? Have the good guys died? Or do they not exist? I want to know.
I think it's not that. Again, like I said,
I think they are extinct.
No, but that's the thing, they have just accepted that, okay, we are emotionally unavailable and that is it. Like, there is no going back. They don't want to fix it. It's something they are broken, and I think that is something they have pride in. Ki like, oh, like, हम तो ऐसे हैं भाई. वो acceptance ही उनका अलग है. तो it's like कि तुम उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकते. And then it's like you have to be okay. Either you be in a situationship like you were, and the moment you realize कि okay, that's not something for you and it's not something you want to see ahead with, you leave. But then again, how do you leave a situationship? We want to know. How did you leave a situationship?
How did I leave a situationship? Well, I did not have to leave it. It left me. I did not leave it. It just left me. Like, one day I just went, Abla, it's gone, it's over. Scissors alone. And yeah, I mean, that single hole hit me. It hit me so bad.
I think
as if there was some curse. But yeah.
It's like one day you woke up and you saw your Instagram and you're like, oh,
yeah,
ye kaun hai?
Yes. So
tell us that experience. I want everybody to know that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had taken a vacation for some mental detox and I saw something on my Instagram, and that was a alarm. I knew I had gotten my answers that day.
Yeah, I mean, and
So I
that's,
just decided to end it.
see, again, that's the unfair part. For you, they don't have commitment, but somebody else, they do. Or
They do,
It's,
yes.
it's like, feel like, how are you figuring this out? Like, is it
So
person
that's
to
what I
person?
feel the new tag should be. I am selectively committed. Like people
Or
are
committed with 9 others. It's
committed, yeah.
it's right in between.
I am either moody or committed.
Oh my god. Yes. So, are you still in touch with him? Like, what is it like?
Again, no beef, no cold vibes. I am wishing well for him. Oh my god, I sound such a Davy man. Like, I mean, his loss in the end. Our lives go
Absolutely, yeah.
on,
And that's how it should be, honestly. And especially when you knew that this guy is not ready, this is not going to work, the very fact that you kept going into it or you continued to be in that situationship was on you. Then really, I don't even feel like blaming the boy, because he told you. It wasn't like, I mean, yeah,
yeah, that's what I want to say. That it's not like I was cheated or scammed or
no, you
everything
were
was
scammed. I
twisted.
mean, the post happened.
Yeah. Let's not rub salt on my wounds.
Because I remember when I wake up to a picture and I'm like, एक second, इसको तो मैंने कहीं देखा है. Then I'm swiping the picture and I'm like, ये कौन है? Then I'm like, oh, it's the side chick or the main chick or some chick
Yeah,
in the
some
picture.
chick. I don't know.
So Pratika, I have one last question for you before we go to a very fun and interesting and very eye-opening rapid fire. But before we move on to the fun part, I want to know: do you blame the boy?
Not really, because he was my friend and we were testing each other. But मेरा litmus paper ही scam निकला. So yeah, like I wouldn't blame him.
Okay, on that note, I have to ask you a few rapid questions. Okay, you gotta be very quick. First one is how to get a boy's attention.
By ignoring his existence royally.
How to spy your boy.
By installing a GoPro because live locations aren't enough.
This trust issues बहुत है already. How to initiate a breakup.
Delete all your pictures. धड़ हो गया.
Delete from Instagram, you mean?
Of course.
तो डालते क्यों? इससे बोल
ये
दो ना,
इससे बड़ी
डालो
हिट क्या हो सकती है? आर्काइव करो भाई. आर्काइव डिलीट निकाल दो. पब्लिक कर दो ब्रेकअप.
Oh shit, yeah. Public breakups. That's one heck of a topic.
चाहिए तो एक्स्ट्रा जाना है तो स्टेटमेंट भी रिलीज कर सकते हो. We have departed.
That's that's a trend, guys. That's literally a trend at the moment. So many people are breaking up. So many.
Literally every influencer we see. is
Yeah,
breaking
everyone
up.
that we thought of as couple goals are like,
Yeah.
ये तो behind the scenes कुछ और
All the kharcha is going waste. All the Instagram weddings are going waste. By the way.
Absolutely.
So
We're
spend
very
less.
sorry for that.
Ouch.
So Pratika, since you are the one giving us all of the knowledge and all of the information that we
What the
require.
hell? You make me sound like some flag bearer of love.
No, flag bearer of all the red flags. All the chalta chata red flags. Say hi to her in her DMs, okay? She's very active.
I think I don't attract red flags. I attract maroon flags.
But like honestly, on that note, give us one last tip. Like, or what is your takeaway from all of this dramatic experiences that you've had so far? Give us your gyan. Give us that one tip.
So to everybody who's watching this, to all the divorcees, never married, unmarried, singles, is that we all deserve better. Yeah, so do not get scammed. Do not settle for less. And yeah,
Do not be a half girlfriend, please. Do not be a
That's
half
important.
girlfriend.
and if you want shanti, sadbuddhi and little bit of mental stability, so do not talk to the opposite gender post 12. It will help
I
you.
honestly thought you were saying all the Shanti and Sadbuddhis are in his DMs or something, and then I'm like, 1 minute. I thought you were giving us a
Do
takeaway.
not indulge in any conversations post 12.
Yeah, that's a very good advice. True that.
The nights are
And just know at all
Magical.
times, until you get the commitment or until you know it's the one, your one is also 9 others ka one, okay? Just so we are
Yes.
clear on that. Anyways, guys, on that note, that's a wrap for today's podcast. We really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. Give this video a big, big, big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. The link is down below. And also, don't forget to hit on the bell notification so that you get updated every time we're online.
If you like this one, I promise there are more interesting videos coming up. So yeah, do follow us on Instagram and keep watching for more.
We'll see you soon, guys. Bye.
Stay tuned.